All right, here we are, drinking with friends.
2, 3, whatever.
I got Christian with me.
Hey, what's up?
I got Christian with me.
What's up?
David is absent this week, but that's all right. We drink with all the friends. Welcome to another episode. I just want to throw a little disclaimer out there before we get into the meat of everything.
It's important.
Nothing we talk about is based on facts. We have a beer and we bullshit, and that's what we do
If
here.
you guys want to fact check us,
be more
make
than
us look
happy
stupid,
to.
please.
Go ahead. We need the information anyway. So, what's going on, guys? It's 4th of July week. We got a couple more days till 4th of July. We got
Monday,
a bunch of stuff going
11
on.
p.m.
Yeah, it's Monday at 11 p.m.
Monday, July 2nd, I guess, right?
Yeah. What are we doing on a Monday? Talking to a microphone. The one person out there that's listening to us. Our one faithful listener.
I wonder who it's going to be.
Hello?
I actually wonder who that one person's going to be.
It's going to be one of our girlfriends or one of our parents.
Yeah, it's actually, my mom's the only one that listens to this podcast, so.
My parents don't know anything.
So what's up, guys? We got a couple of things to talk about, huh? We were talking about marijuana legalization before we started recording, so everybody's got their opinions on that now, this day and age in the country. So what do we think about that, boys?
I mean, the same thing I said before. You don't see very many accidents coming from, people who smoke weed as opposed to people who drink and drive. I think it's if you made me choose between alcohol or weed, not personally, but for someone else to use, I would say I would want someone to smoke instead of drink.
Yeah, from the fireman aspect of it, I guess. I mean, people get high and drive 5 under the speed limit. Then when you're drunk and you get ballsy,
Wait for the stop sign to turn green.
yeah, I mean, you'll get home eventually after 45 minutes.
Yeah, no, I do think it's a safer alternative, especially for the brain. I mean, anything that changes our brain chemistry is dangerous, obviously, but like
That's one reason why I think it's illegal, other than like cigarettes and nicotine, things like that. That just like what increases our heart rate, increases our blood pressure, but doesn't necessarily change the
it gives us cancer
thought.
too. Cancer's kind of a big deal.
Speeds that up a little bit.
Can you prove that?
Can I
Speeds it up a little bit.
Like,
You already have cancer inside of you
Can
since
you
you're
prove that?
born. It's like they choose and pick and choose who gets it.
Yeah, there's a fact
You know
check.
Yeah, it's okay. They got the cure. To that.
Joking.
They got the cure to that shit. They just ain't giving it to us common people.
Mexico, man, third world country, a lot less than the United States, but they have the cure for cancer and AIDS. So
How you know that? Is that where Magic Johnson went?
Magic Johnson. What's the other guy's name that was on 2.5 Men?
Charlie Sheen.
That's where he went.
I don't think he's cured though, is he?
Do you know?
He's still
Here
alive.
we go.
He's still alive. That's
I
true.
made magic. This was just fucking magic, huh?
So what else we got, boys? I mean, we gotta dig into a couple things. I know I was talking about something earlier before we started recording. I saw a picture last night on Snapchat, and there was a person who was pretending to be asleep and took a little selfie with pretending to be asleep, right? I just can't wrap
Was
my
it not
mind.
his friend? You know it was him?
Huh?
Could you see their arm in the picture?
Did you know it was him?
You could tell. I mean, it's above where they're laying, and they just close their eyes real quick and snap the
Yeah,
picture.
because I guess it was on his phone and posted on his stories.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know why you got to do that. You ain't fooling nobody.
Yeah, but fishing for likes.
Why are you pretending to be asleep? You can't even get likes on on Snapchat.
Yeah, I've always said though, like at least Instagram, not Snapchat. If they took the like feature away,
They're doing that.
people would not know what to
Instagram?
do with themselves.
Yeah, they're getting ready to do that.
Yeah,
They've been talking
so
about that for a while. They're
I don't
getting ready
know
to take the
about that.
likes away. But I think, remember, the last time we got
What would
to...
be the point of Instagram then if they took the likes away?
What do you mean? Just
Be like
to
Twitter posting pictures.
post pictures, yeah. We talked about that the last time we recorded. About like cyberbullying and shit like that on especially on Instagram, especially now with like the younger generation, high schoolers and stuff like that.
Kids are just mean, dude.
But if you take the likes away, so they're not taking them away, but like say I post a picture, and this is reportedly what they're supposed to be doing. I don't know if they're gonna actually do it or not, but apparently, like if I post a picture and you two like it, you're not going to be able to see how many people like my picture, but I'll be able to see.
So it doesn't even.
They're not taking
it's
it
the same
away.
thing.
They're just taking it away like
Us
I
seeing
wouldn't
it.
see it. I can't
yeah.
click on
So
the
you
pictures
can't
and
be
see
like, yo, how come you only got 2
So,
likes on this? You fucking loser.
Is it this generation is getting softer with cyberbullying, or are people just getting more mean? Is it people are just more sensitive?
It has to be a little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
People are.
I don't know.
dead.
See, I don't know if it's always been like that though, and the internet's just enhanced it. Like,
true.
has bullying always been this bad, but it just happened on a different scale,
Well, yeah,
more in person?
Because it's like, now that I'm behind a screen, whether it be my
You can
phone,
protect yourself.
I can,
possible.
yeah, I can talk all my shit I want because I know you ain't
See you
coming
in
through
school
this.
when you're not going
Right.
to fight me because
Yeah.
we're not going to get suspended. It's going to be like.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
Yeah, but I feel like back
People
in
are
the
also soft.
day when our parents were in high school, people did it anyway.
You could stab somebody in high school and get away with it.
in the '80s,
Yeah.
no doubt.
Fact check it, but I don't know.
No, you could definitely do that in the '80s.
With your little comb, I think grease, little comb, like.
Leather jacket.
Yeah, no, I think it's a little bit of both. I think this generation, like as we've grown, I think people are softer now. But I also think people are a lot more
I think parents are softer.
open to being like rude to each other.
No, I don't think parents are softer. I think the way they're raising their kids makes them
Makes
softer.
them softer. So yeah, parents aren't softer, but the way they're like coddling their kids, they're like 100% softer.
Yeah.
So, quote from Gary Vee here. I'm sorry.
Shout it out.
He always, in a few of his podcasts or keynotes or whatever, he always talks about how, you know, our parents, their generation, trash talks millennials, but they always forget that they raised the millennials.
I don't even consider myself a millennial.
No, but I mean,
Well,
just
but we are,
broadly.
though. But like,
See, you guys are. I'm not.
what are you?
Whatever. I'm 21. Aren't you?
We're 98.
97.
Okay, we're 96.
Yeah, we're 96.
Oh, so you're.
Big difference.
Maybe we are all millennials.
Yeah, we are.
I
technically
thought
are.
millennials who are like 30, like right now.
Here, I'm
That's what I think.
gonna look it
because
up.
we don't want to think that we're old, but
Well, no, because the next one for millennials would be Gen X, which is a generation that grew up not knowing anything without internet.
Oh, here we go.
Basically, the internet was already established.
Here we
when
go.
were born.
that's wild, actually.
The millennials period was 1981 to 1996.
So we're
We're on the
not
cusp.
So you're on the cusp. You're What is it? Gen Z or whatever?
Gen X.
Gen X
No, Gen
or Gen Z, yeah,
Gen
whatever
X
it
is
is.
61 to
I'm so
81.
Oh, that's right, Gen Z or
So
I.
confused
It's
for the record.
considered iGen or I guess Gen Z, yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. That's I guess.
So basically,
97
when I was
whatever.
born, internet was already established, and I've known nothing. I've
Before
known
that.
no time without internet.
Yeah, we
Basically,
technically didn't either, though, really.
Well, the internet was created in 96.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't really established until.
Was it 96?
Years later. It was
I mean,
96.
yeah.
Fact check them.
Yeah,
Rating
no,
positive
but
was
so
96, or
I didn't
98.
realize millennial went all the way to 81. Because you get a bunch of people from the like 81 to 88, 89 talking shit about how they're not millennials.
Dude,
But now I could-
everybody that was born, I don't know too many, like, everybody I know that was born in the 80s are, I don't want to sound
Yeah,
like
you
a
said
dickhead, are
that- you
nobodies
said-
or drug
You
addicts.
said that last
All
time.
my cousins that were born in the
You
80s
said-
are drug
You
addicts.
said that the last time.
I'm so angry about it, because, like, most people I know that are 30 right now that I work with, like, why are you still serving? I serve for the record, but I'm just like, what are you doing? They're just, like, stuck in this fucking loop, like Groundhog's Day fucking loop.
They
like,
hit it when they were 20 and didn't get out.
Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm in that generation where it's like, okay, I'm serving right now, but I'm also stuck in that, like, let's get a degree, let's fucking push, let's try and... There's a world out there that we can accomplish and take over if we get going. Like,
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I wonder what that is. I know we talked a lot about that
how many people you know born in the 80s?
the last time.
A couple. Only a few.
Not a
Only a
lot.
few, yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're fucking dead. Rappers or
Damn,
drug addicts.
That's fucked up.
They're fucked up, dude. They had to live through the 90s sober or doing drugs.
they definitely didn't live through the 80s sober, that's for sure.
You're probably 10.
No one did.
But, so, yeah, no, I don't know, man. I think it's a little bit of both. I think there's a little bit too much of, like, acceptance going on. I know that sounds harsh, but, like I feel like we gotta draw the line somewhere, you know what I mean? Like, fucking, God, I'm gonna get hate for this, I'm sure. But these furries, man, I don't get it. I
Here we go
don't.
with the furries.
I don't want to get it.
Who gets it?
Okay, so we were talking about this all
Somebody explain
before
what
we
furry
started
is.
recording, and for the people, you know, obviously the one parent or two parents listening, we have to kind of explain what furries are. But I think they were popular before, but they've gotten a lot more popular. Someone turn off their phone. All right, they gotten a lot more popular.
Oops.
Yeah, whatever. They've gotten a lot more popular since TikTok came out, which TikTok, from my perspective, has replaced Vine.
That's another. Nope. You shut the fuck up about that. Vine.
Well, it hasn't replaced Vine, but Vine left TikTok came in.
Vine was incredible, and I'm still upset that
I didn't follow the right people. To be
Bro.
honest, my Vine wasn't popping.
Vine was popping.
My Twitter be popping
This
now,
TikTok
to be
thing
honest.
though, I've never been on TikTok, so
It's the same thing as Vine.
I've seen people use. No, it's not the same thing as Vine.
It's just a new generation's
Bro,
Vine.
I've seen so many cringy things come out of this TikTok.
No,
shit.
because it was Musical.ly, right? That app where you just sung over some song, like lip sync over a song, and then TikTok came out of that, and then it's just there's some funny stuff, but a lot of it's cringy.
I'm saying
Not
my
gonna lie.
sister's 12 years old and she has fucking TikTok and Musical.ly. So
Really? That's funny. She's 12 and she has TikTok. My mom's like 43 and has TikTok, and I don't get it.
I am 21 and have TikTok.
Do
I'm
you
not
watch
ashamed.
videos on it, or
Yes,
what do
I
you
do.
I guess you just watch
To
it.
make
I
fun
guess
of
it's
them?
kind. I guess it's kind of like
No, because
Do you
the
make
people
videos on it?
the people I follow are actually comedians. Like they're funny. They make funny content.
No. But going
not
back
as famous
to
as
going
Vine,
back to
I don't
this
know what it's
furry
doing.
thing.
No.
Going back to this furry thing real quick. There are people that dress up like animals, right? And like do things that animals do, like walk around, drink out of dog bowls and shit like
Furries.
that. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. And listen, just for the record,
It's a mental thing, dude.
you do you. For real. You do you.
I
You
mean,
do
some
what
people want
makes...
to be millionaires, and some people want to dress up like furry little creatures and like.
I feel like it should be on My Strange Addictions. Like
Yeah,
You,
like it's
yeah,
100%.
you do what you want. Do what makes you happy, you know? But at the same time, like, you gotta scratch your head a little bit
and
be
say
like,
what?
like, why don't
this
you
is your
just...
goal in life.
Yeah, how about you just ask yourself why the fuck you're doing that? You
Like-
know what I mean?
I want to talk to a furry, dude. Reach out to us.
Like you know
Bring you in.
they're serving
Bring you in.
they're serving at restaurants, and then they go home and put on a costume and call themselves a furry.
Crazy, bro.
They probably are born in the 80s.
Drug addicts.
Definitely
Fucking
born in
drug
the
addicts, dude.
80s.
Definitely
God
drug addicts.
damn, dude.
Yeah,
Sometimes
what in your right mind? Like, how many times have you trip acid that you just want to? You believe you're a furry creature?
what's even more
You're
fucked
a
up
human.
is the people that have never tripped acid and want to dress up like animals. Think about that. Sober people that want to do
Do
it.
you know any furries, Tom?
Do I? No, I don't.
I couldn't. I don't know what I'd do with myself.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Conversation one.
I don't.
I'm gonna make fun of them. Honestly.
That's fucked up. Like I said, do
Whatever.
what makes you happy, but like, but that's the other thing though. How come we can't make fun of each other anymore? You know, I feel like
it's because everybody's
Cyberbullying.
sensitive.
Everybody's sensitive, man.
it's crazy, man. Like
If you're so confident doing what you're doing, what does it matter if somebody makes fun of you?
Exactly. I mean, there's a time and place where like it comes from love. Like we bar each other up all the time, make fun of each other, but we all know it's coming from a good place. You know what I mean? I guess sometimes it comes from a negative place towards some people, but like, and that's where bullying comes in. But at the same time, like, why you give a fuck
Bullying's
about what
only important
anybody?
if you're in high school still.
Why- why-
Middle school.
Well, no, I think it comes into the point where if you know the person well, like if I was to trash talk you, which I have done quite a few times, Dom, to your face, I would never trash talk you
used
behind
to
your
it.
back.
Talking shit.
You know,
The
well,
thing
no,
is-
but
the thing
but
is-
he wouldn't get offended by it because we're
No.
friends.
And I know I could kill you with my bare hands. That's all right.
Snap net.
18 years.
Nah, but you know, I feel that. I just think it's like it's weird, man. Like I love saying shit I don't mean because I think it's funny. I love doing it. This is my favorite thing. I think
Do you recognize it's shit you don't mean though?
yeah, I think
Right.
90% of what I say is bullshit I don't mean. You know what I mean? And like
Your aspiration.
But
goals
like,
is
but
just
like,
fucking
you can
bullshit.
dish it, but you can also take it.
yeah, but that's because I don't really
It's gay. Pride Month.
give a fuck about like what other people are saying. Most of the time I think somebody's kidding anyway, but if you say some dumb shit to me, I know you're just an asshole. And then I go about my day. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I just think that's how everybody should be, and I feel like there's a disconnect. Like I feel like people don't do that anymore. You know what I mean? People try to get caught up and like that's what's crazy. Like if I say something to you that you don't like, you're gonna try to get me fired from my job.
Right.
Like
I know, dude.
that
I walk
blows
around.
my mind.
I serve right now, and I walk around like trying to be careful about what I say because motherfuckers snitches. They just snitch,
Let's
talk. They
let's
talk for no
clarify.
reason.
What do you mean by serve? Just for everybody listening,
I wait tables.
because people might think that's like military. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. Okay, so I wait tables, but it means nothing for the people that wait tables for a living. I give it to you, whatever. I mean,
What do you do when you walk back in the kitchen?
I'm trying not to talk shit, like I said. Because people just have people that work there. Are either like some of them are doing their career and that's their side job, or that's their fucking real job. Which I don't care either way. It doesn't make a difference to me and what I'm trying to do. I'm just saying like people want to talk. People there want to tell other people about what other people are saying. It's sad. It really is. Like, let me have a conversation with you and vent my feelings while I'm at work and not tell 85 other people, including 3 managers.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
That's crazy though too. Like, because like you said it earlier, like the older 30s, 40s that are waiting tables and stuff. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, if that's what you like to do,
right,
or if that's what you need to do,
I'm
you
not
gotta
even making that serious. There's no
you gotta
do your own thing.
Exactly.
Right.
But the one thing I gotta say, like, I think about it every time I go into a convenience store, or like if I go to a restaurant or whatever, and I'll be like looking at these people that are serving or whatever, and I'm like, this is like what you wanted to do with your life. You know what I mean? Like, this is what your dream was.
I don't know if it's your dream. Life happens to people, man.
That's true too. Yeah, you get yeah. That's
yeah,
true.
I mean,
You get stuck.
but the same thing. So like, if you make $30,000 serving or whatever they make, I don't know. I've never served.
Put up with.
And you're comfortable and you live comfortably with that, and you can save some money or whatever you want to do, and you're happy. Then screw it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Really.
If it's something you do, if you never served, then you don't fucking know.
But these people that
some people,
the people that
it's hard.
box themselves into like a spot they don't want to be in.
This is where I'm stuck.
Right.
I don't get it.
Stop yourself before them. Stop yourself before you have 2 kids.
Exactly.
I don't have a
Bro.
degree yet. Not that you need one, but I don't have a degree yet. I can't do this. I can't do that. You're not setting yourself up. Or you already have 2 kids, and it's like, now I'm stuck to trying to do this, trying to do that, because I have to make this money. I can't go out and not have a job for 2 months trying to find my career,
Yeah, it's just crazy. Like, you're gonna die eventually, so like, do what you want to do. That's my big thing.
Yeah. No, I feel like
fact. You're gonna die eventually, dude.
I feel like people who are like stuck in that, say I can't get out of this, like I got 2 kids, I'm 20 years old or whatever, and people go to like there's no jobs or anything. I feel like from our experience, go put in to be a police officer, or there's opportunities out there. Or
if you got 2 kids and you're 20, you did something wrong.
I agree with you there.
Unless you were born to have 2 kids before 20.
I guess so.
If that was your goal, then
there's ways to forward yourself. You know what I mean? It's just like if you want to take them.
Nobody believes that you can. Nobody actually believes this is what I can do.
Yeah, but where does that come from?
Yeah.
Does that just come from society as a whole?
I think a little bit. I think I think people are lazy, man. I don't think people want to really do anything.
Yeah, retweet.
You got like people. You got like people that like.
People are scared.
You just want to get handed stuff.
I think a lot of people are scared in the fact that like they've only known failures, so like they fight for success, quote unquote.
They're scared to fail.
They're scared. I guess that's the true root of it. Is like they're scared to fail, or that's all they've ever known. So like that's where they prosper. They prosper in that clutch moment or slow moment where they're trying to like figure it out.
Right.
Yeah, I feel that.
Like if someone presented if someone presented you like 2 career paths, and one career path would be like steady, you could do it, make some decent money, but the other one might be risky. You might make really good money, but it's risky, and you're like 20 years old, and maybe you're living by yourself or whatever. If you take that risky one and you fall on your face, what do you have to lose? You go back to the other one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was a guru that was I forget his name, but he was did business, was a millionaire and shit like that, and he ended up giving it all up to become a guru because like he spent a lot of time with other business people that like, so he preaches that like, okay, if you want to be a millionaire or a billionaire, hang out with those people or ask to follow those people around and see if you want to live their life. That's truly what you want to do. And he found out early on, like 23, 24, that I don't want to be a millionaire. These people aren't living the life that I want to live. Like, he thought he did. He thought he wanted that much money, but then he's seen how much they work and how much little time they spend with their family and their loved ones and girlfriends, boyfriends, things like that. And he was just like, this is definitely not what I want to do.
Money does not bring happiness.
Of course not.
And I think that's been shown past years.
Drake thinks otherwise.
Look how many people have like killed themselves.
All my chips with that dip.
Look how many people have offed themselves because they were just depressed, but they had millions of dollars. Yeah. Who was the comedian?
There's been a bunch, man.
The Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Oh man.
One of the funniest people ever, and he killed himself. And people didn't realize that he was so depressed.
Dude, Robin Williams. Oh my god, Good Will Hunting, one of my favorite movies ever.
I mean, that's the point, though. Like, money doesn't bring happiness. So if you're good, making $50,000, living in your means, and you're happy, power to you.
Different strokes for different folks. You know what I mean? I mean,
It's
that's
like somebody that killed themselves, but alright.
Oh,
I've never seen why he did or what. I haven't seen them.
They said, I think they just said he was depressed.
he was depressed. He wasn't happy. But I mean, people who has
Sad,
made
man.
such a difference in so many people's lives.
Okay,
I would love to have met him. I mean, I would love to have met Prince, Michael Jackson.
Chester from
You said-
Lincoln.
Yeah,
did you say Prince? Who's
I love
Prince?
Prince.
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 What did
Prince.
I say?
You said Prince.
Prince.
P-R-E-N-C.
Prince, whatever.
That's what I say. Prince.
Drinking
Prince.
with friends were a little turn.
Prince.
Love him. Now, is
Prince
all I'm
was
saying.
one of the goats, man. Purple Rain, dude.
That's just the mainstream one, but I'm with you on it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I like Purple Rain, bro. Goddamn. All right. Before we get on to what else we got to bullshit about, just a quick reminder that we are drinking with friends, and this week's beer that we are drinking is Samuel Adams Summer Ale,
Whoa. No, not me.
and we got.
And Corona
You
Extra.
shouldn't call it.
'Cause I'm a Corona
That's
man.
his last Corona Extra, though.
It is summertime, so we got the Summer Ale and we got the Corona, the two biggest summer drinks, I
Summer,
think.
Sam Adams buying Dogfish, man. I'm against
Dogfish is a great beer, man.
it. Great beer.
Sponsor
And
us,
mainstream beer
Dogfish.
well, they're brought by Sam Adams. Now you're talking about Sam Adams sponsor us, but
Either way.
yeah.
Yeah, no, man, God, beer's just, I can't get into liquor, man. I've always just drink beer. Christian was out before we started recording.
Drink some liquor for the first time in a while.
Drank some liquor for a little bit. What'd you
It was
have?
good.
What'd you
It was
have?
good to go.
What did you have? 3
3 waters with a splash of lemonade.
I can't do it.
So what is that? Is that like, I'm gonna sound like an
I
asshole
also
here,
drink
but...
7-8% beers whenever I go out.
Oh, tough
That's all
guy.
I drink. Big
So
ball.
that's all I
All of
drink.
Hey, baby.
What is it? Vodka water? Is it dead ass? Just vodka, water, and a
Tito's
spritz?
water and a splash of lemonade.
That's
That's a lot.
disgusting. That is so
What would you
gross.
like to drink if you drank liquor?
Is that good?
I would like to
I've
drink
ne-
a cup of Miller Lite.
That's disgusting also. Miller Lite's disgusting.
Yeah.
I like watered down beer.
Yeah. No, I'm not a fan.
That's what you're getting.
Sorry,
Miller
Miller.
Lite.
I can't drink shit like that anymore, man. I gotta drink like
It's because it's in your mind, dude.
I
Just gotta
can't
do it.
I just like I can drink Bud Light sometimes, but like I remember we talked about this a while ago, like drinking Bud Light for a night, like going out partying, whatever, drinking Bud Light or Miller or whatever it is. I wake up with a fucking hangover.
You're talking about Bud Light. I'm talking about drinking a 6-pack of 60 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if I drink, if
Yeah.
I get fucked up and drink 60 minutes, Dogfish 60 minutes or whatever, I won't wake up feeling as shitty, which is strange. Now, every
The beer is
time
so fucking disgusting and
I got
cheap.
this fucking new thing I do, like
I also will piss the beer off faster than I will drink it.
when I
100%.
drink, I'll be drinking. When I'm done my night, I'll go up to bed, 2 drops of CBD, chug a bottle
Oh
of
my
water,
God.
and
I can't vouch for
dude,
that. So
I wake up in the morning,
when do you take your CBD?
in the morning and at night.
What does it do for you?
It just helps me with. I mean,
Advil?
soreness is great. It helps me with
Heard it's
soreness.
relaxing.
Well,
Do you feel
it's an inflammatory, and like, you know, when you get stressed out,
You borrow me a
Inflammatory,
little bit?
anti-inflammatory.
Yeah.
yeah, it's an anti-inflammatory.
Still,
Thank
will
you.
you borrow me some?
What?
Will you borrow me some?
Borrow you some?
Yeah,
You
borrow me
mean
some.
let
I
you
can
borrow
let you
some?
borrow some. I take the droplets though, and like
Underneath the tongue or on the tongue or what?
underneath the tongue and then swallow it.
It's fucking stupid.
All right, well then don't have some. I can't borrow you any then.
Fucking
You don't
stupid.
talk shit.
Underneath the tongue. Why would you just put it on your tongue?
You probably put it on your tongue
What does
too.
it taste like?
It doesn't taste like anything.
What does it taste like?
It really doesn't. The one I get,
Is it clear? Is it dark? What does it look like?
I buy. It's clear. I buy Pure Spectrum CBD.
From who?
Pure Spectrum is the company. Pure Spectrum CBD.
Where do you get it from, Dom?
Online. I order it online. What you mean?
Does it come wrap? Does it come with ceramic wrap around it?
It comes in a box. What do you mean? It's like a little droplet.
All right, man. I'm so against whatever you're saying right now.
All right.
To be honest with you.
Nah, but
Fucking stupid hat on backwards, dude. Nobody's seeing this. Take your hat off. Actually, both of you guys take your hat off. We're inside.
Nah, but I'll do that. Chug a bottle of water, and I'll tell you what, man. I wake up in the morning feeling fantastic.
Oh,
You know, my
God. I've also
sister's-
people- yeah, go
My
ahead.
sister says, at Catherine, what up? She always says, if she drinks, you down 3 bottles of water before you go to bed, you're solid in the morning.
Yeah.
If you're not,
3?
eat a banana and a Gatorade.
I'm gonna
my-
throw up if I down 3 bottles of water.
My
after drinking.
grandfather always told me
Fact.
2 bottles of water, or at least 2 cups of water, and
Your
2
grandfather upstairs?
and 2 ibuprofens before you go to bed.
Oh,
He's
that's
never
solid.
seen you drinking in his life.
Yeah. And
Sure, he had his young days.
and that's how he.
Grandfather drinks 1 beer and he's trashed.
Long beard, he's trash. What do you mean? He drinks.
Fuck your grandfather.
He drinks.
JK, happy birthday, brother.
He drinks. Yeah, shout out to him. Happy birthday to him.
Took a sip of your
Grandpa's
IPA last
birthday.
week and it was almost.
He didn't like it,
through.
yeah.
It's because IPA is disgusting.
Because he drinks Miller Lite from 5 a.m. to 5 a.m. What do you mean?
What a guy.
Show me proof. Show
Fact
me
check
proof.
it.
Yeah, no, man, but that's my hangover cure, man. You got anything special you do to, like, not be feeling shitty the next morning?
Yeah,
Or?
it's called Don't Be a Pussy.
All right.
It's called pull trig before you go
Pull
to sleep.
trig.
I guess.
See,
Bro,
yeah.
pull trig. I've never done
Destroy
that.
your throat with acid is what it's called.
I've never done that. You guys all pull trig, like, pretty often,
have.
huh?
Yeah,
I've
I
never
stick my
done
finger
it.
down
My
throat and just
21st,
let
I did
go.
it.
I've never done it. I fucking hate
Here's the thing is,
throwing up.
I can't. I will throw up before I black out. Fact. Doesn't matter. Some people will say, "Oh, you're not drinking enough." I will throw up before I black out. 100,000,000%. So.
See, I never drink enough to black out.
Yeah.
Never did want to black out. I have pulled the trigger multiple times because I felt so sick. But when I drink, if if I'm on like my 8th beer, I'll get the spins real bad, like
Oh, the spins.
irregularly.
The spins.
See,
are
I
the
get them so
worst.
bad.
I get slightly spins if I drink, get trash, and then smoke a little bit of marijuana. That will fucking give me a little bit of spins, but I also
See, I just can't.
I
can't.
I hate getting the spins. I don't always get them. Like, I can be real fucked up and not get the spins. But, like, there's been some times where I'll get, like, a little buzz going.
It's called being a veteran.
And
When
then-
you get a drink and be a veteran.
and then-
you're good.
Just for everybody to know, the other Christian has to go to the bathroom.
And, so... But I'll get the spins, like... way to be loud as fuck for no reason, interrupting this podcast.
Dude, I'm fucking sorry, man.
But I'll get the spins, like, sometimes I have, like, a little bit of a buzz, and then all of a sudden I'll sit down and be like, fuck.
Mhm.
But,
Yeah.
like, if I get real fucked up, it doesn't always happen.
No, it always happens for me. 100% always
That
happens.
sucks, man. I hate
That's why you'll
getting
never catch me
spins.
drinking a lot.
Hate
Like the night you were over to the apartment and we were drinking, I cut myself off early. Because when I go to bed, if I have the spins, I will 100% throw up.
that. Yeah, that sucks.
No questions asked.
Okay.
Now-
all right. Well, throwing up, first of all, throwing up isn't a bad thing.
Wait, hold up. For everybody who's listening, he just whipped out of the bathroom so hard,
Yo, you
ready to
cannot
talk
do
about
that.
this.
Because listen, throwing up isn't a bad thing. First of all, it's not a bad thing. Second of all, it's a mental thing. If you get the spins, it's a mental thing. I get the spins, and then you smack yourself in the cheek a little bit. You pull yourself out of it. All right.
That's not how that works.
You know when you lay down? Here, listen, for people that can't see, you lay down on your back, you put the right knee up. You lay right on your back,
Yep.
you put the right knee
Yep.
up. Stops the spins
What do you
immediately.
do? The fucking hokey pokey?
No. My sister told me this and it works.
Yeah, it's
If you're
not-
laying on the side of the bed, you put your whatever legs on the side, you put it on the
Put it on
ground.
the floor, yeah.
Yeah, so your body can get.
I have
yeah.
heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it
Either way,
works.
you just gotta drink more, and you'll stop getting the spins for sure. Just kill a whole.
The other night when we were
Chug it.
drinking, I had 6 Coronas because I'm a lightweight, and when I went to bed, I had it slightly, and I put, as you know, my mattress is on the floor right now.
Drink some more
I
liquor.
put my foot on the floor, went away instantly, and I fell asleep. Or they say you can sit up and you'll fall asleep, and you don't have it as bad.
Yeah, I try to avoid the spins, as much as I can.
Yeah, because
I
it
got a
just
funny
takes
topic.
it just takes your night and it goes down the drain.
Oh, Christians,
What do you got? What do you got?
you got a funny topic. What do we got?
What love's about? All right, we all have girlfriends here,
What
Christian
love's
and
about?
Dominic. We all have girlfriends here, and I'm going to propose something called "What Love's About."
What love is about?
To me, love's about giving your girlfriend the best side of the bed. All right,
The best side of the bed?
I'm gonna start
no,
with that.
no, fuck that, dude.
Does your girlfriend get the best
I
side of
agree.
the bed?
Yes,
Nope.
well,
No.
hold on a
No.
second.
You guys don't?
No.
Go ahead, go ahead.
If it's like her birthday, I'll give it to her. I'll give it to her.
If it's a special occasion.
If it's,
If it's a special occasion,
After
it,
she
or-
gave it up.
you ain't getting
What-
birthday sex, but you can get the good side of the bed.
but the worst part is, sorry, Mom. The worst part is if I get up, so if I have to work at like 5 a.m., she'll scoot over. Or if I go up to go to the bathroom middle of the night, she'll scoot over and I have to go on the crappy side of the bed.
All right, I'm against that. I want you to sneak me the good side of the bed halfway through the night. I'm going to lose it. I don't care if it's 3 a.m. I'm never
Now,
having an argument right now.
Let me
never getting the good side of the bed again, Molly.
let me clarify. As much as I don't want to
That's love is what I'm saying, if you get the good side of the bed.
I don't get the good side of the bed. Now, I will fight for the good side of the bed, but I'm going to be honest. I don't ever get the good side of the
So
bed.
you lose.
I lose
It's a short thing. You're
every
short.
time.
It's all right.
I know your girlfriend. You don't get the good side of the bed.
Nope.
So, for you guys, what's love about? What's something you guys give
about?
up? What is something you guys give up?
So we're just
Give
going,
up?
It's just going to get deep quick.
Damn, what is something I
It doesn't
give
have
up?
to be deep. I mean, it could be funny.
Nah, I mean, I ain't giving up shit. But I think that's
Selfish?
no. I'm not selfish. I think that's what love is. Like,
You shouldn't have to
for
change.
example, like I go to the gym 7 days a week.
All right, hard ass.
No. I don't mean that that
Nah,
way.
you're hard
No,
ass.
hold on. That's
These are
just
gay,
that's one of
'cause
the.
mostly men go to the gym. You fucking faggot. Alright. First of all,
Mostly men.
look like
What what kind of lazy excuse is that? I don't go to the gym because dudes
I
go to the
didn't say
gym.
I didn't go to the gym. I just said you're fucking gay. If we're going to the gym
No.
7 days a week.
Anyways, no, but like
You only goes to the gym 7
that's
days a week.
something-
Inmates.
that.
Inmates go to the gym 7 days a week. What
That's-
inmates also do have sex with each other. You fucking weirdo.
Don't drop the soap.
That's something that I do, right? And that's something I expect her to not interfere with.
With what? The gym?
The shit I
what's
have to
love's
do.
about?
No, you have that thing that you want to
That's
do.
my thing, right?
Yeah.
So let's just say.
Okay, so what do you give up for your girlfriend?
But that's what I'm saying. If she has something she has to do, like I guess what I'm trying to get at is compromise. I think is a big
Exactly.
part of love. You know what I mean?
Specifically.
But specifically, like she ain't gonna get in the way of what I'm doing.
What's the last thing you gave up for your girlfriend?
The last thing I gave up for my girl.
He was like, oh, fuck, like, I'm going to do this now because she complained about something.
The good side of the bed. That's the last thing I gave up.
Okay, I started that, first of all.
Nah.
I'll tell you, I got something.
Yeah, go
My
ahead.
girl gets
Christian.
my side of the bed and then also takes my side of the bed. It's like I'm fucking playing Patty. I'm playing Ring Around the Rosy.
Yeah, but
trying to figure out what's
y'all ever like she falls asleep first and you just kind of like steamroll over her to the good side
Yep,
of the bed
I've done that, yep.
and then like push her leg out just so she'll do that
But if we're being
sleep
honest-
stretch where she moves out of your way and then you get the good side of the bed. I be doing that
Good
shit a
side
lot.
is just our figment of imagination. Like, yeah. Ain't
Nah,
no
but
fucking
wait,
good
what
side.
is the good side of the bed to you? Is it the
Either the wall side of the bed or now
Mm-hmm.
my girlfriend's bed's in the middle of the room, so it's like the closest to the AC unit.
really?
honest.
What about you?
I was the left side in my old house.
Left
and then,
side
and
laying down or left side looking at the bed?
left side laying down. But in my new apartment, the AC unit's on the right, so I like. But she doesn't like the cold, so it works out.
Yeah. No, see, I like either being the closest to the
So
door.
the other Christian doesn't give up anything. That's what he's saying.
So I like being closest to the door
Hell no.
or on the like if there's a wall
So
side.
what's love to you then? What is it?
On the other side.
Giving up
Hold on,
something.
motherfucker, let me finish.
Not you, Christian.
But I think it's kind of, I think at the same time she want that side of the bed, but I think it's kind of sweet. I want to take the door side. If an intruder comes in,
That's how I feel.
I'm going to be able to kick my foot up.
Me and my girlfriend live in
Wait.
Body that
none of her
bitch.
roommates are there, and we live
Right now, I wish I was
locked.
recording because I would have loved to get a recording of that.
Well, I'm kicking my leg up. Karate, bitch.
His
No,
leg's 2 inches, 2 inches long. He's a midget. Dominic is indeed a midget.
So,
Old dickhead.
I mean, I had a job I could have gone to and gotten pretty penny, which Dom actually went and did
Okay.
last weekend. And my girlfriend was coming down. It was either me cancel plans with her and get some extra cash, or not take the job and hang out with her. So I think compromise, like you said, is the biggest thing. And you know, we hadn't seen each other for a while since I'm up here and she's downstate. So you know, I compromised and I didn't take the job and I spent the day with her. So I think it's just
You
like
got broke as
I-
fuck, dude.
Yeah, but now
Sorry.
you're broken. You can't take her to dinner. So now what?
right, no, and
You're stuck just snuggling in bed and watching Netflix. Whatever.
but I'm
On the
okay
wrong-
with that.
On the wrong
Okay.
side of the bed.
Oh, no,
too.
no,
Giving
no,
up the wrong side also.
no.
No, I think compromise is a big thing. But I mean,
Compromise is always a big
you got to be
deal.
able, like, you got to view your relationship
understand-
as a team.
You gotta understand how to manipulate your girlfriend without manipulating her right to her face. You gotta understand about how letting her get
Hey, what's your girlfriend?
Your girl's gonna
how to let her get her way.
What's your Megan?
Megs
Megan.
is gonna fuck you.
Love you, babe. But listen, you gotta understand, and she knows this. She knows this. We talk about it. How to let her get her way in the moment without knowing she's technically getting her way, and talk
You mean-
around
you mean
letting her get
Not
her
getting her
You mean
way,
technically not getting
in the
her
end.
way.
letting her think she's getting her way in the moment, but not getting her way in the end.
Yeah,
That's what you're saying.
100%.
That's what you're saying.
he hit his spell.
Okay.
My girlfriend wanted to give up early in the gym. Didn't tell you this, Dom, but she's been coming to the gym. Man.
Good.
Been going to like 11 o'clock.
Shout out
Amazed
Megs.
because she's never ever been to the gym like that.
Yeah.
And she wanted to give up earlier, and I talked her through it instead of just yelling at her. Talked her through it, and didn't let her get her way, but let her finish by not, you know how girls get.
Yeah. I mean, that's not.
Fucking emotional if you yell at them. Second, you fucking get. Once you hit too loud of an octal, it's like.
Or if we go,
Over.
or if we go,
Octave.
Or if we
bro.
go look at-
Octave,
or if we
not
go look at-
octal.
or if we go look at dogs and cats.
Yeah, no, you can't be. You can't be going and looking at animals
You can't go to the
without your
fucking
girl.
rescue and
Without
see.
your
No.
girl.
You're cheating
Can't-
if you go see some fucking dogs and cats.
You might as well be, honestly.
100%.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
For the amount of angriness you get back for that,
Yeah,
you might as well.
You can't be doing that shit. Damn, son. Yeah, no, I think love is compromise, man. You gotta be teammates. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be teammates. You can't be.
Okay, so what if girls didn't exist?
Well, then it'd be a jailhouse type of thing.
If girls didn't exist, okay,
People be dropping this soap all the time.
If us as men could reproduce, not saying fucking each other or anything gay.
That's exactly what you just said.
Yeah, it's-
No, let me
and
finish.
it's okay if that's what you're into.
No.
That's okay.
Hey, look, we're out of
I
Pride
have a
Month.
girlfriend and a boyfriend, whatever. All I'm saying is, if women didn't exist, here's my take on life. If women didn't exist, men would dress sloppy as hell, would never clean their house,
You
would
think so?
stay at home,
Yeah,
unless
maybe.
you're gay, obviously.
No, but the thing is,
you stay at home. If women didn't exist, I would have no ambition to live anywhere else in the woods.
Yeah, but you-
I would just live in the woods. Would not buy no jewelry, no nothing. I wouldn't smell good. Wouldn't care. Just live off the land. I'd hunt deer and live by a lake or something like that.
Have you ever been hunting?
like, when's the last time you shot a gun?
It's a principle.
He said not.
I shot a gun a couple months ago, but I've never shot an animal. You're right. My point
He
is
said
the
not
fact
the
that like,
I feel you.
what do
though.
you see? Like, if women didn't exist, what do you see with your life?
I'd be
You-
still.
no, you
I'd be
wouldn't.
going to the gym 7 days a week.
False. To look good for who? Yourself?
No, the other guy in the room.
No,
Exactly. So then he would either be gay or he's living a
asexual life.
No, but I think, like, traits, like you were saying you wouldn't live cleanly or whatever. See, I was the exact opposite. When I didn't have the period of time when I didn't have a girlfriend, I was still clean. Made my bed every day, washed my dishes.
Well, that's how you're
Clean my
raised.
clothes.
But if you were raised
Exactly.
without a mom in your life and just another father, then
Yeah, you guys just.
What?
It's like poker night every night.
I'm down.
No,
It's like,
that's true though. I guess, and there's really no way to like be like super honest and know exactly how you'd be. But like, I feel what you're saying. Like, would you be taking care of yourself as well?
if
Probably
we just
not.
had seeds that made new fucking children,
Yeah, like plants.
No.
more men,
Yeah.
what would life be like?
Be shitty. It'd be
We'd
pretty
be
shitty.
mad. We'd
It
be
would.
for sure
It
be
would be,
mad.
there would be so much murder.
There would be war every day.
There would be so much murder.
2 states went to war today.
There'd be dudes jerking off on the sidewalk everywhere.
It'd be acceptable. I'm down.
Yeah, you're
I'm
right.
game for
Nobody
this
would
life.
nobody would even bitch about it.
Be regular.
Dude, this is my sidewalk patch. Get the fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here. Right? This is my fucking corner.
Just
Get out of here.
every single square has another guy on it.
That's crazy.
Just jerking off.
And it's crazy because like that's probably not out of the realm of possibility for if women didn't exist. That's so wild.
You just jerk off on every corner.
I got something though. How about this? And I think about this every now and again. What if you were the only person alive? Just you. Like if, and I mean like what I mean is like if you were like if there was life like how it is now, but then tomorrow you wake up and you're the only person alive. Like it's just you wake up and nothing. Nobody.
fucking lonely, dude. I'd cry. I'd probably just off myself.
Yeah, but think about
To be honest with
Would you? Would you? You'd off yourself?
And the chance that we find one woman that's out there to
No, I'm saying no woman, nobody, one person. That's
just
it.
you.
You're fucking 80 years by yourself. And
Just you.
Kill yourself.
Dom and
anyways.
I are dead. We're gone.
Everybody's gone.
We
just
disappeared.
you.
You know,
Okay, I'm scared.
Thanos snapped. We're gone.
He said, I'm scared.
I'd fucking kill myself.
Yeah, what would you do? What about you?
I don't know. I'd probably go to the closest 7-Eleven and grab the taquitos that were cooked the night before, and then figure it out.
And then figure it out.
You'd shoot
Yeah,
yourself.
I don't know what I'd do either.
No, but you gotta think about what would shut down. You would have no power.
I'd probably poop outside. I've never done that.
What's that new show that came out?
I've done that.
Dude, so sad. Do you have animals?
Do
If you have animals, it's different.
No animals.
Oh, then
You're the
fucked
last
up.
living
I don't
cre-
have my dog. Fuck off.
Go to the
Shoot
nearest
myself.
farm and shoot the cows.
Yeah, I'd probably
And eat 'em.
I'd probably like travel. I'd probably travel a little bit.
To see what? You're not sharing with anybody. Nobody. You're not sharing with anybody.
Yeah, just see.
How are you getting gas?
Well, until I ran out.
You
And
didn't
once
take-
I-
How far are you
take a
getting?
boat?
What was your
As
tank
far-
at the night
You
before?
flying your own plane? What are you doing?
I think
you
I'm
didn't
at-
think this through.
I'm at half a tank right now. I could probably get down to the beach. I don't know.
And then do what?
Kill myself.
At least got a good view.
Swim?
I don't know. I wouldn't be able to last by myself. Like, not only would I not be able to survive by myself, but I wouldn't want to, like, just be by myself for the however long else.
Nothing, dude.
Nothing.
I think some people could last because, wild animals would flourish.
Yeah, some people, but I'm talking about one person.
You last until when?
That's it. The one person.
And no
one
aliens are
living
coming
person.
to help you. This is it.
It really just depends down to the person.
Wouldn't that be fucked up? If you're the last, you woke up tomorrow and nobody, no animals, no people, right? And then this fucking UFO just comes down to your house and we're like, yo, we killed everybody, we left you alive, you want to come with us?
I'm more scared.
I wouldn't be mad, though. I wouldn't be mad.
If I can go to another human race, I wouldn't be mad. But if I'm stuck here by myself, I'm less scared. I'm more scared of that than I am of death, to be honest, because I don't know if I'd kill myself, but I'd be sitting there like, this is the end.
Damn, that's crazy.
All right.
I feel like you guys are looking at this very depressingly because I would go to my drug dealers' houses and steal all of the... I know where the stashes are. The problem is... Well, just make my way on down the coast, because, I mean, like...
Seeing what the beach...
Random voice out of nowhere.
Yeah, so
staying high down the beach.
Before we continue, that last person, that's Anthony's here.
Uncle Anthony.
He's a special guest for this episode. He just got here, so we'll be adding him into the bunch, all right? So let's continue on. All right.
No, go on. I want to go on with it.
Doing?
So Anthony wakes up, and he's the last person alive, and he's going coast to coast getting all the drugs.
Sounds like a movie.
So what I'm thinking is I can make it to my drug dealer's house with whatever gas I have left, but he's got some cars. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's got the keys
now. There's cars everywhere.
There's cars everywhere, and then there's drugs, and you just take them, and then you go have a little party for 2-3 hours.
You can't last if there's not one other person. You can be one other person, a female or not a female.
Yeah, but if you
I'd
take
probably
enough,
shoot myself still.
If
it's a male and another male, we can survive. But I mean, give me zombies.
Yeah, but what
give me
about
zombies coming at me? Then I can have a fun time. I got a purpose to live to kill these fucking zombies.
Yeah, sure, but
it's just me.
So you need a purpose to keep going.
Yeah, of course. Who doesn't need a purpose?
Well, it's an interesting thought though, because it's punishment for prisoners to be in solitary confinement without another human being.
24 hours a day.
People need humans. It's
that
insane.
interaction.
If you guys have ever isolated and just been by yourself for a week, it's
not
insane.
as much as these prisoners, the worst prisoners of ever.
That just took a quick turn.
That's crazy.
No,
PTSD,
but it's an
they get
insane
they get the
feeling.
same effect as PTSD.
Yeah.
The people that did the uni bombers and shit like that, they're consolidated 24 hours a day.
What about that?
The effects of PTSD and shit like that.
What was that thing? That study that went on at a Excuse me.
Where there were guards and there was prisoners.
Yeah, they
were
did
students.
the prisoner experiment.
They ended after 5 days.
Was
I
it
think.
Harvard?
I don't know where it was, but
they made a movie about it.
Yeah.
Forgive me, I don't know what the movie's called. Let me see if I can find it. The Stanford prison experiment.
Yep.
Back in, I don't know the year. Let me see if I can.
I think it was back in the 90s.
Explain it to me.
I got it.
Go ahead.
So basically, they took, I don't know how many students it was, but it was like 10. 5 of them were prisoners, 5 of them were guards, and they actually found out after a few days they actually got into the role so much, like the guards would start beating the prisoners.
71.
But they weren't prisoners and they weren't guards.
They were just students.
College kids.
Just 10
they signed
people.
up for a study. It was in the 70s. 71 is when it took place.
They had to end it early because it was getting so brutal.
Yeah, there's a movie about it. The movie is called Stanford Prison Experiment. If you haven't seen it, check it out.
So what's the purpose of it?
They wanted to see, I believe they wanted to see like what would happen if, with the power,
The authoritative
thing, if it kicks in and stuff like that. And the same thing with the prisoners, if they would get
comply,
an uprising or comply, whatever it is. And it wound up being real fucked up. People got really crazy about it. The college students that were cops started fucking up the kids that were. Well, they weren't real cops.
It's fake. That's my point. What the hell is going on here?
They got in.
You're not really my security guard.
But
they got into it so much that
they started doing.
Yeah,
the whole,
but at some point, I'm not I'm actually a prisoner. I'm fighting you now.
They started to do the whole solitary confinement thing. But then you say that I'm not actually a prisoner. But it got to a point. That where the people were like, what the fuck?
Change subjects here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Almost along those same lines. I had an English teacher back in 7th grade, dude. It's crazy because it was early on. That's still early on. And I had an English teacher. We were learning about Anne Frank, and it was what would the rappers and people in America do now if they tried to do the same thing with the Jews they did overseas in Germany to, let's say, the African Americans in America? what would be the revolt? Would there be a revolt?
Wait,
would it be the same situation?
Did you say rappers?
Yeah, like rappers, people that are famous, people that are from like African American heritage that live in the ghettos, or Mexicans, or fucking anybody that lives in the ghettos, you know, white people, whatever. Would they surrender as much as the people did in Germany,
No.
the Jews in Germany?
No, I don't think so.
That's my point.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what I'm
I don't
saying.
think so.
I think it relies on culture.
But I think also like, not that we're at that point now, but I think that like I said the last time we talked, like majority of Americans especially, I think we're a lot more similar than we like to think we are, right? Yeah. And I think that
but not knowing what happened in Germany, would we react differently? Is my point.
Oh, like if
Germany never happened.
Oh yeah, come to this work camp. You know
No,
what I mean?
no, I
Situation,
think-
like,
well, I don't know if that's how they did
I still
it.
think they would take a bullet and revolt over. Obviously, we would like to think that because we're Americans.
Nah.
Over, like,
Yeah, but
let's just go to this work camp. Oh, they're saying.
No, Americans would fight. I think.
I don't know.
So here's the thing:
like
it
that
wasn't
like
so much just like, "Hey, come to this work camp." Jews would literally go missing in Germany, and they were just
Yeah.
being snatched out of their homes at night. So like friends and I mean, it wasn't like it
A
is
lot of
today
things
where
were
there's
happening,
access
is your
to
point.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like people were like, "Oh, where
So
did?"
less internet, less social media.
I
maybe
believe
the
they
same thing
they
happens
also
for
took
Americans.
guns away a few years beforehand, so they were defenseless.
Yeah.
So there was no fighting back.
But yeah, I guess that's
Which
the start.
hey,
If you
not
see you
yeah,
don't have weapons
exactly,
anymore, it's like,
and that's what they're trying to do in America.
I just think that's a
so
big thing.
wake
you,
up.
You look at some of the biggest, influencers, and it's like, do they fight? Do they
You know
revolt
what's-
against this? It's like you see some of your cousins, ancestors getting snatched up, like the same thing you just said, and then
I think when people get put in that situation, if they have a way to fight, they will fight. If they have no way
if
to
it's
fight,
defenseless, if it's no
right.
nothing, it's
If America, if it was today, and somehow that happened, I would like to think a majority of America would fight.
you would like to because that's
well, we
what
have-
if it did happen?
But we
It's an
have the
actual
weapons,
threat, always.
like the stats. I forgot how
Yeah,
many
but no,
how many
no.
guns.
Hold on
But
we
it's
have.
like the
Hold on a
Marines,
second.
the military getting turned on Americans.
No.
They
Wait
wouldn't,
a second.
though.
And I thought about that too for a
They
while,
did.
like years back. But do you think? I mean, the military. Everybody that's in the military, they're us.
That's what I'm saying.
They're us.
They wouldn't.
A lot of them are paid to shoot.
Yeah, for sure. You'll have some people maybe.
I
that
think
go
most of them will
AWOL.
eventually see, okay, this
But-
is wrong. True.
Yeah.
You would like to think that.
But the thing is, Adolf Hitler he did it over a
huge
period of
influencer.
years. Like, people think it was
3-4
just like
years.
4 or 5 years,
Yeah.
but there was a time beforehand where he was getting followers and
Books,
getting
he
people
was,
right.
Doing speeches, doing things like that.
So the insane thing about Adolf Hitler is in Mein Kampf, I bought the book to read it. He literally
I
laid
never
out
read the
his
book.
plan.
Yeah, he
to
laid out his whole plan.
Fucking what he wanted
My
to
teacher
do.
told me the same thing.
The
yeah.
only difference was he wanted America as an ally, and so like he put it out there, and everybody knew like what he wanted to do. You know what I mean? But he didn't get elected into office either.
Right.
Like he completely.
He forced himself in there, didn't he?
He was the vice
He
chancellor.
also stated,
Didn't he like set a bomb off or something that killed like the other person that was going to run
No,
against him? or something?
yeah, he was. He.
I
they
might
put
just
him
be
in as-
thinking of Inglorious
They
Bastards.
put him in
I
as
don't
vice chancellor. Well, Inglorious Bastards had to do with them trying to kill Hitler.
know. Okay.
But they put him in as vice chancellor because he got so many votes.
because he was a great speech
that-
person. Is what I
yeah,
heard.
the Nazi
Yeah.
party blew up with him.
I've
as the
seen
lead.
speeches not understanding what he was saying. He was just so
The way he spoke.
the way
I
he
mean,
spoke and just
yeah.
was like,
He was just a good communicator.
Exactly. So they put him in as vice chancellor. He, I think, blew up the Hindenburg, or had the Hindenburg blown up.
Yeah.
I believe it was a plane.
it was the huge
I don't know.
hydro.
What the Hindenburg was? The Hindenburg was a God, what's that thing called?
hot air balloon, almost like
Yeah.
kind of thing.
like.
No, a Zeppelin.
What's it called?
Zeppelin.
However he did it,
Zeppelin,
I don't even know if
yes,
it was the
yeah.
Hindenburg, but
Before
he
we
caused.
continue-
Yeah.
How come there's not more like hot air balloons around? But go ahead.
You mean Zeppelins?
We'll come back to that.
That's so
Like in
different.
life.
Those are like different things. Because they hit trees and it's over.
How come we don't like?
No, there is
Fuck
Do you want to get in a hot air balloon?
Fuck
You
electric
gotta let the
cars.
heat out to get into.
because it's just
You
not
You
feasible.
want people to travel to work and not. That's what you're saying.
Jump out onto your office
The
building.
FAA would have a heart attack.
Okay, no. Go. I'm curious. So go
You're
ahead.
stuck in a fucking tree. You gotta call out
He
of work.
caused some state of emergency, which in German law at the time allowed the vice chancellor to take over as chancellor. He then turned around and changed the fucking government.
No shit.
Yeah,
Took
Hitler
over in 3 years.
Hitler was extremely smart towards the end of his.
Good for- I mean, not good
reign,
for
I
him,
suppose. Yeah, well,
I'm a
It's-
salesperson
yeah,
in the
no,
day,
time
and
out,
like he
time
was
out.
insane. Okay,
Fuck that guy.
don't come at me.
It's
You're
messed
like,
up to
fuck
say.
that guy.
Yeah,
But
no, that's all I'm saying.
no, he
He's a great
believed
business person.
he believed
He was in the
amphetamines
wrong
were the
part.
answer to everything. So he was so strung out on meth by the end that the
That
end
ass?
of his
Really?
It's proven?
He was.
Oh yeah,
He was a
you
meth
guys don't
head?
know this?
Proven? Is
So
that
they
proven?
tried to figure out how the Germans
I
made it
don't
to
know,
France
Aunt.
in 2
Uncle Aunt,
days.
I don't
I'm
know.
telling you, you can look it up online right now. Pull it up. How the Germans made it to France in 2 days. What they found out was the Japanese engineered a meth pill that was in every fucking soldier's medical bag. Okay, and they were just fucked up on meth going through because they had to make it there. They did not sleep. They fucking went for 2 days straight to
There's
France.
some shit on History
Okay.
Channel about methamphetamines and Hitler. And
Straight up, no,
Nazis.
I've watched all this on History Channel. I've looked into it.
Tell me about it.
So going off that, you seem knowledgeable.
Okay.
No, I just
Adolf
this is going
Hitler
to
was
sound
on
really fucked up. I
crystal
love the
meth.
concept of Hitler and
Right.
I love the
how
concept. You were
something
right.
how something
How
so
influential he was
but like
in the wrong
so
direction.
close to our time. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's like
Yeah,
the same
it's-
thing.
it's
in,
not that far.
What's the
No,
guy? What's the
it's
guy
not
from
that far.
Colombia? What's his name?
Pablo Escobar.
Oh, the same thing.
Shoot.
60s. He took. He made billions of dollars in a couple of years.
Dude,
he could influence
Bro,
anyone.
hold on a second. Anybody that has not
on.
watched Narcos, the
I
one
haven't.
with the one with Pablo Escobar,
I've never watched it.
watch that shit. It's on Netflix and it's fucking.
I also love the
crazy.
Weed one. The second season Weed one was also crazy.
I didn't finish that one yet.
Who's that?
It
It
was
was about,
the Mexican cartel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
no,
what
I
Pablo
didn't finish
Escobar.
that.
Yeah.
The guy that escaped prison a bunch of times.
Yep,
Is still
Pablo.
alive
El
right
Chapo.
now. El Chapo.
Oh,
It's about
okay.
him and like how he came up and things like that.
Yeah,
haven't
I
finished
didn't
it, but
get into that one yet.
So hold on. Do you think he went to Brazil, Hitler?
You think he's alive? Do you think he was
Can
alive?
I
bring
knew
up
this was-
something?
I knew this was
Hang
gonna
on,
be
hang
it.
on, hang
Go
on.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
So Joe Rogan actually did on his podcast. A
Tim
guy
Kennedy.
came on, Tim
Yep.
Kennedy,
Yep.
and did you see that?
I had not seen it.
So
I know you're talking about
he
that.
went through.
This is crazy.
He went through about how he was down in Brazil, and there are German, just like societies, like just sections of places that are straight German,
Why?
and they show. Like they'll show you if you come into the community and you get accepted into the community, they start showing you like their forefathers' memorabilia from Nazi stuff, like being in the SS, being like all, and they're proud of it, right?
And this is in Brazil.
in Brazil.
Which is
Hang on, I want to talk to you
Across
about
the
fucking
world.
aliens, though. Okay, are you ready?
Go ahead,
Hold
go
on.
ahead.
crazy twist. Tell me.
Quick twist, right? Roswell, 1947,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
They said a alien aircraft lands in fucking Roswell, New Mexico. Okay, it's what makes the papers, and then they changed the story that it's a weather balloon. They said it was an unidentified
Yeah.
object, and then they changed the story to a weather balloon. Right? This is 345 World War II ended. This is 3 years after that. They have stuff of Hitler's that he was drawing and had drawn up of flying saucers. This was a fucking Nazi aircraft that landed in Roswell, New Mexico, that was still being worked on, funded by the fucking United States in Brazil. This is completely my
I
opinion and
always
stuff
thought
that
aliens
I've read.
landed in America.
Why wouldn't
because we had-
you
what-
Why
put
wouldn't-
that out as like an alien aircraft just to make people so focused on that and then change the story so that you can be defending the fact that it wasn't an alien aircraft for the rest of your life, and the fact that it's Nazis would never even enter their fucking mind.
Yeah, but where do you get that technology from? Aliens.
What?
Where do you get that technology from? Aliens?
What? No.
They
no,
made it.
I'm saying they made the technology. I mean, Hitler.
He's saying in that
Hitler
time
made
it
the
would
rockets.
look like a UFO.
Yeah. It was a
Yeah, but how does Adolf know smartly enough that he's gonna make this look like an aliens that he doesn't know is gonna be a big enough?
Well,
No,
conspiracy?
it
What
could
I'm
have it
saying-
could
what
have
I'm
been a
saying is
jet
it
back then,
crashed.
but they would think it's a UFO.
I'm not saying Adolf Hitler had
Okay,
anything
but
to do with the
he
headlines.
wasn't smart enough to even know that UFOs were that big in America. That's before. What,
No.
60s was when
That's
we
not.
looked
That's
to
not
the
what.
moon
That's
and
not what he's saying. No. He's.
What I'm saying is that this aircraft crashed. Okay, they were flying this aircraft to have it fly, right?
To test it,
crashed, and now what do you do now that it's crashed? Because all these people have seen this. It's on this farm. It's reported that
Do
something
they
has
know
crashed.
UFOs even a big enough thing or conspiracy?
No.
enough to know
I
that?
don't think he's saying like,
he's not
oh,
saying
that they
that.
planted the UFO. I'm saying they built something
They typically
crazy.
did. They built something crazy enough.
And then
either
the
from
US
a thought of UFOs or a thought.
Or not.
Well, UFOs don't have to be a saucer.
Yeah.
It's just an unidentified flying object. If like we saw some new
Why don't
jet,
why don't Germans have it now?
they might. You just don't know that.
We might have it
Well,
now.
we
Well,
might
no.
have
The
it.
Germans have.
I think we do.
No, the
have
Germans
it
have
now.
nothing to do with
We
it
do.
though, because now, I mean, they brought all the Nazi scientists to work in NASA.
Yeah, von
after World
Braun
War
was
II.
the one that ran
Was the head
NASA
one,
during
yeah.
the moon landings. He was a Nazi scientist. He ran.
And they were in close race.
And he ran.
Russia did the same thing.
Russia, Germany, and America also did.
Here's my thing. Russia never found Hitler. I believe the United States 100% found Hitler.
No
I do not
shit.
think he was dead. I think they put him in Brazil real close
Because
to
the
us,
body
you know
that
what I'm
Russia
saying?
had, if I'm correct, was a woman that they thought was Brazil. When they went back into the DNA, I thought it was a woman.
They've had it like they have went back
Who
to the
knows?
DNA and had
Yep.
it like
We
said
can't
that it's
confirm
not,
it.
but they
They've
said it wasn't
confirmed it,
them.
but-
No, they
Right,
said, you know
exactly.
how the story has always been that Hitler killed himself in that bunker.
Yeah, in the bunker.
But
And
Russia-
he killed his family first.
Russia
and then
got,
killed himself.
I know, but Russia got the body of who they thought was Hitler, and that we've always thought was Hitler. It was just some woman, because it was just a skeleton.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's great, and that goes on like, bro. How much?
Interested.
How?
Interested
Oh,
right
of
now.
course. But
So
like,
wait, but that's
Yeah,
sorry, no.
go ahead.
What you guys said though, right before that, about would Americans step up if something was happening in World War II? It's been my opinion that something has been happening as a Holocaust in this country since Hitler. That is just a continuation of his thoughts, and it's the drugs that have been pumped into this country, and they put it in the fucking poor and urban neighborhoods.
Yeah.
And when you think about the time that it
them
happened,
under.
Frank Lucas was making $1 million a day flying in heroin, flying in poppy seeds on fucking army airplanes, and you're going to tell me the government had no idea?
Yeah, who was the one that worked with
CIA
Pablo?
government.
Wait,
Yeah.
Lots of
who was the one that worked with Pablo?
George
Escobar?
Young.
No, other guy. Fuck, what was his name?
The one that they made a movie about, the CIA
Yeah,
agent?
the one, I think Tom Cruise plays him
Yeah,
or something.
Tom Cruise plays him.
God, what is his name? God, I can't remember.
There's also a movie Blow that they play, and they flew lots of drugs. Is the point?
I'm trying to.
That's the point. Fuck his name. It's just like
You know, you're right. You're right. But go ahead, continue.
No, I
Barry
just I
Seal.
do-
Barry Seal.
the
you know
government
about
knows
Barry Seal?
his-
So Barry
his
Seal-
Uncle Ant's point is that
He worked with he worked with Pablo Escobar, but he was also. I don't know if he did something with. I don't know if he was part of the
lots of people work with Pablo Escobar.
CIA.
People don't understand that,
Yeah.
that Pablo Escobar was making $3 billion. You know, $1 billion.
Oh,
That's not just in Mexico.
look at this.
He's not. Yeah, in the Medellin,
Me-
in Colombia, he's flying. He had like at least 10
Yeah.
people flying in hundreds of pounds.
Well, look at
hundreds of
this.
kilos.
So this says, I just pulled up an article on my phone. It says Barry Seal worked for the CIA and Pablo Escobar. But the article above it says Pablo Escobar's son reveals that his dad worked for the CIA selling cocaine.
Yeah,
Which
I
is
mean, but
interesting.
now in and age, it's gonna be there's so many things.
Oh yeah, of
It's
course.
like when
It's
you were
different
when you were in
now.
when you were in elementary school, we played this game that they taught us, and it was one person. The teacher would tell us a rumor, and we would say it's the next person, and it would go around 30 people. And at the end, we'd see how messed up it got. It's just like
What, the telephone game or whatever?
the telephone
Yeah.
game, yeah. And-
Well, that's how a lot of history is also written.
yeah, lots of history.
Especially a lot of old history
Yeah.
before they were
But how much
documenting
of
it.
it
It
is
was
on-
just passed between
American
generations.
history is going to be written in
Yeah,
the
but
eyes
how-
of us.
but this is the
regardless, and
cra-
especially teach to us in the eyes of us.
But this is the crazy part. How much of that is done on purpose?
I'm just saying, go to Europe and go back through middle
Exactly.
school and high school and see what they teach you.
Yeah, no, for sure. I
see
mean,
what
like,
happens. That's all I'm
it's just
saying.
it's just crazy. Like, all the shit that could be like that we don't even know about. You know, like that the government or
So I think we're the rare
whatever.
people that think like that are like, okay,
Yeah, but I
we're
think
taught this. I took AP European history.
Yeah, but I think
I
a
learned
lot
that,
of
and also like-
people think like that, but don't talk about
yeah,
it.
I think
Or
the
take the time to
climate is
understand it.
changing, and I think people are starting to question stuff a little bit more, and that's why I think it's important for like people like Rogan, like having these people on. He just had Bob Lazar on to talk about. He's somebody who reportedly worked on UFO spacecrafts.
Yeah, but see,
in
people call Joe Rogan an idiot for
Area
some of the stuff he
51.
talks about.
Oh,
but
for sure. I mean,
give it 10 years,
They're
that
gonna
stuff
call
might be
us
true.
asshole. They're gonna call us assholes for talking about what we talk about. The only difference is we're actually assholes. You know what I'm saying? So, no, but he just had on somebody who reportedly worked on UFOs in Area 51 before Area 51 was even known to the public. Like, there's just so much that there's just so much we probably don't even fucking know about, and this is the crazy part.
And I
And
think
there's no way for us to figure it the fuck out.
And if the public actually knew some of the stuff that's been happening over the course of since the United States have been founded or across
People
the
don't
world,
care to ask the
the
question.
world would burn.
They don't want to know.
The world would
No.
burn.
It's
See,
either
I'm an asshole, but I ain't scared
either-
to propose the question for sure. Just the question.
it's either that
Just
they
propose
don't
the question.
want to know, but you gotta think too. I have not me, but say I'm married, I got kids, I got a job, I got bills to pay. Why the fuck am I gonna worry about if
Right.
the U.S. government's working on
Because
UFOs
in
in
our
Area
100 years
51?
of life, it's not going to really affect us like that. But
I don't think-
you continue to sleep blind.
I think the
it's
shit's gonna affect us in the next 30 to 50
But you also
years.
think robots are going to kill us in 20 years. So
Listen,
I would agree with that.
Listen, time out, because you want to bring some shit up. I was at Walmart. Anthony was with me.
you guys were at Walmart.
I was at
Watching
Walmart.
Dom's mom ride around on the cruiser.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
I was at
Let's talk about
Walmart, and we're walking through one of the aisles, right? And you know the fucking floor cleaners that they have at Walmart?
Oh, I saw this.
Oh, here we go.
They had the
Fake
they had the floor cleaner, like a Zamboni for an ice rink, right?
It recognized it
No
when the phone turned
driver,
off.
no driver. Had a steering wheel
I saw
and
it on your
shit,
Snapchat.
right? Yeah, I
What
put it
about
on my
the
Snapchat.
at-home vacuums?
Zumba.
That no one gets
Roomba?
close.
Zumba.
Zumba's a workout for like
It's a
old
workout.
ladies.
It's like fake yoga.
Well, we found the title to the episode.
Zumba.
Vacuums.
My point is it knows when it gets close to a corner, it turns left. It keeps
Yeah, no.
going.
And
Yeah,
it,
but-
and it had like a little GoPro in the front of it. But it's just crazy. Like that's where we're heading. You know?
Yeah,
what
but
I mean?
imagine that.
People are studying
That
this,
that technology is old though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I
That's
agree.
5 years
I
old.
agree.
So where
Yeah.
is it at now?
I agree. No,
You
I
know?
agree.
Okay, no robots are fucking killing me.
No, that's what
All
scares the shit out of me.
No, but
You
AI.
think about what we have today, like
It could be
available
more,
to the
is my
public.
point.
The government had this shit like 30 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
My point,
Could you
it
imagine
could be
what
more.
the fuck they have?
Listen,
right now?
they're making AI robots now that know nothing, but as they talk to a person, they gain more intelligence, gain more and more and
Yeah.
more and more and more,
that's
and
what
start
we do.
connecting.
Same thing we do.
You're scared.
Yeah,
That's the same
but-
thing we do. Yeah, as
But
humans.
our brains are limited. A robot
Yeah, that's true.
isn't limited.
Yeah.
I'm pretty smart.
You think
I'm an
you can,
asshole.
You think you can
Just
outsmart a robot?
I'll fucking shoot a
We'll
robot.
put you. What's that?
All
What's
right?
that? What's that game show? Is it Jeopardy? We'll put you and an AI on Jeopardy,
AIs don't exist.
and we'll see who
That
wins.
makes-
AIs don't
They're just
exist. Is that what
scared.
you
Did you
have
hear-
nightmares? Little
You're
boy nightmares.
crazy.
Did you hear Bill Burr talk about that? Because they did that. They had Watson and somebody on there. Bill
no.
Burr has it. You got to listen to that. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, no, I don't. Man, I just think that like what you guys said just now. Like, there's just probably so much more that we just can't even fathom in our brains, and like that's already in existence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, what the fuck does it matter? You know, what are we gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying? Like
We'll
in the
see what
grand,
Well, we're not going to do
in
it,
the
but it's
future.
cool that we get to see that because, like,
it's
our
cool.
great grandfathers who have passed away now wouldn't even imagine half the crap they have now even being in existence.
Yeah.
Like, look at the iPhone. Think of the people who were fighting the Civil War. Do you think if they thought of an iPhone would ever be a thing? You know, just
Yeah.
I always think about that. Like, people, like
what's
entrepreneurs, always
cool.
talk about inventing something new, but like, imagine how much stuff is going to come that we have no idea is even a thing.
Yeah, that's what's cool about ghosts. You know,
Is that what's cool about
Sharp twist. Not proven,
Wait, hang on.
sharp
Before
twist.
you start, I see about 75 beers. Do you guys have any ones that aren't drank, though?
yeah, no, I think
No.
we have one in the cooler. This
don't
is
have
drinking
any.
with
All right,
friends,
cool.
so you need to get yourself a beer.
There's none in the cooler.
There's none
What?
left?
I don't even. I was trying to count.
You're good. You're good.
There's
Finish your
7 out
point.
here.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, we'll
I
get
don't
you a
know.
beer, dude.
Dom didn't
You
drink
can't be
any.
on
I
our.
only drank 2, so I don't know where they all went. But
We can't have you on our podcast and not drink a beer. No, but what I was saying, ghosts. Like, if ghosts are a real thing, you know, say somebody died in the Civil War and is a ghost, right? They got to see all these technological advancements, and they could walk through walls. So
Wait,
like,
hold on. What are you talking about?
who's the
What the
re-
fuck are you talking about?
There's a
Your hat on
There's a
backwards.
ghost right here.
Your dumbass hat on backwards with the brim flipped up. All right, stop. What are you saying?
So many people
What do
just
you mean,
called
what
you.
am I saying?
So many people just called you a douche listening to this right now.
yeah.
Put your fucking stupid ass trainer shirt on. Don't train shit.
No, but I'm saying, like, if ghosts are a real thing, they got to see all these technological advancements.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but
What you mean? Shut the fuck up.
but there's no
Yeah.
if ghosts are real.
yeah.
If ghosts are
Skip this
real,
out.
I'm really interested in ghosts. It 100%. It's a
So
thing.
now they're watching us.
No,
and
no.
know everything that humans know.
No.
On
that's
top of that,
not what
are
I'm
making
saying.
better opinions than humans are making. Is what Dom's saying.
They
No,
say
unless, though,
they
and
say
we
that
can-
ghosts are just spirits that got trapped here, have not passed through
Yeah, pass
to
through,
whatever's
right?
after.
What do you think's after?
Valhalla.
Next point.
Do you think after is like this
Well, if you're
this,
military.
this
Retirement's after.
beautiful
No,
apartment
I don't
complex
know.
above the sky?
Okay,
with this dude
I
with the long white beard?
listen. I was
Either way, we're all
raised.
gonna die.
I was
Fuck
raised.
that.
Sorry, mom. All that schooling is gonna be to crap right now.
Hope not.
I was raised
Fire.
in a Christian school. Okay, I got this crap. Listen,
for
no,
you.
I got this crap thrown down my throat every day. Of
He's got
every
some-
day of the
he's
week.
got-
That's all
He's
that
got
went
some
down.
PTSD.
Yeah, listen, no. And I've talked about this with some of the teachers there, and they've corrected it since then. When you get out, you don't hear that crap anymore. So quite honestly, I don't know. And having that,
I have a tough time with religion because like there's so many, you know. Like I think that religion started with like the first group of people on Earth, right?
It's like that classroom thing we talked about earlier. Everybody told something and then it all got fucked up.
Yeah, exactly. So like say like the four of us were the first, people on Earth, right? We're the first 4 people. We start a religion, right? Whether it's Christianity, Buddhism, whatever, Hinduism, whatever. Me and you have a disagreement, and you're like, "Fuck y'all! I'm gonna go start my other religion."
Or
it's
you
called.
truly believe that someone spoke to you.
I'm gonna be a Catholic,
make more shit
right? I'm gonna be a Catholic, and you go over to the other side of the woods, and you're a Catholic, right? Now there's more people.
Right.
Now you got Catholics and Christians. Say we're Christians over here, right? And then there's another disagreement. Now there's Buddhists over here. Now there's this over there, and that, and this, and that, and then Scientology and fucking whatever.
Okay.
all that.
That was a very condensed.
Do you know what I'm saying though? Like I feel like the base of religion started
Could be
on
wrong.
Oh, I think it is wrong. And don't get me wrong. I think
Because of
that
how many thousands
there's nothing
of years
wrong
ago it
with
was
you
made.
being.
See, but we know where the base of the base of religion came from, like polytheism. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Polytheistic views. I mean, like the Romans all used to believe in many gods before they became Catholic.
Gods, actual
Greek.
gods.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Greece, probably what people, yeah.
But when they started Christianity, they killed the pagans. Like they killed anybody who believed in multiple gods. And to me,
that starts our day and age.
but did they not do the same thing when they came to
America.
America and killed another
That's
whole
my
group
point.
of pagans that were
Because-
the only other ones who would really know what?
Because you always hear
scared about
that
death.
predominantly,
Straight up.
not Christianity,
bottom
but, you know, the old English Christianity was like the main thing.
Yeah.
So, did they?
But for what
Off the
reason?
grid?
Right.
But for what? What are they scared about?
The Christians?
Because they came here to get away from persecution. So that, I mean, you could say
you were
And
saying
you
coming
could
to
say
America.
that that's all they know, so they could do it to somebody else.
Yeah.
Which?
I mean, they did. I mean, we did get
What
rid of the
righteous
Indians.
mind do you
Well-
continue that cycle?
Yeah, but you as an individual might not think that's right.
Don't know anything
Somebody
about
else might.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, when you think about the day and age, though, like you just did what you were told. If you weren't fucking like
We
you
know
know
what we're told now.
like high
It's
up.
like,
It was very.
We do.
we think
and
for
that's what's
ourselves,
fucked up.
but everything since we're little kids has programmed our mind to think a certain way.
Right.
Okay, you go to some place and you see somebody acting a certain way, and you think something off the
Like furries.
The rip. Like furries, 100% like
furries.
furries. You see a fucking furry in the store, and you're scared for your life. Okay.
No, I mean, going back to like the basis of where they all started, and Dom will agree with this, even though he's across the room right now.
There's no way we're talking about furries. Again.
Every religion is really only concerned about 2 things: where life started and where life is going after you die.
I think a lot of people are.
Think about that's like the
in this
basis
little
of
bit time
religions.
you can do on Earth. You know.
That's why a lot of
Control as much as you can.
people say, "Fuck it." Why are we worrying about this?
I think people in
Let's
religions
just-
have those feelings, but not the religions themselves. Like I feel like the religions have been set up to control people for so long.
Sorry, Christian's trying to take my beer, and I'm not down with it. What were you guys talking about? I
This is a shoe
apologize.
for
We're just talking.
Furries.
Well,
I mean,
got back 2 furries, but
kid,
I mean,
Jordan,
I was
drinks.
just saying the basis of religions right now, or maybe in the past, people are really only concerned with where life started, and where life is going to end.
Well, that's because I think people are scared of the unknown.
That's what
And
I
we
said
don't know.
this whole time.
Yeah, we
It's
don't.
like,
we
And
don't-
from the wise words of Neil deGrasse Tyson,
why weren't
I love the unknown.
Yeah, I
love
mean,
Neil.
yeah, but yeah, but at the
Retweet.
same time, I mean, it's still like a scary thought, you know, like
Exactly.
what the fuck happens
we're
after
getting
this,
deep
you
right
know?
now, boys.
Just
We are
think
getting
about
deep right now.
One
infinity.
drink too many right now. Drinking too much with friends.
Infinite. If space is ever growing, and it's infinite, when does it stop?
Man, you already got me fucked up.
All right, I'm trying to switch this.
Wait, hold up. But people are
I'm
so
trying to
worried
switch
about
this.
like what happens after. I'm still tripping on where did it fucking start though? Because like the beginning of
Right.
time.
Yeah,
What's
no.
before the
The
beginning
big
of time?
bang,
though?
the big boom.
There's another dimension. There's another creation of life. I'm not getting into all that
No, but because it's almost too much to even understand.
because
Like,
we don't understand it because we don't know. So
Yeah.
it's like we can fucking
People
fathom
who
as much as you want,
people who
but
believe in the
it
Big
doesn't
Bang, I
matter.
don't know what you guys believe in. They don't have real
Creation.
proof of that. People don't have real proof
Is
of
it
creation
more
other than a book.
logical to believe that than
no. Wait a
Religion?
second. Hold on a second. I gotta back
religion
you
is
up.
what?
I don't.
Greater
But
being.
it comes.
Something?
I don't know what to believe.
I gotta back
Back on what?
up.
Who knows?
I gotta back up. There's more than just a book that started this whole.
No, I'm talking about people who believe in
got
creation.
high on drugs and like, oh, I'm seeing some shit right now.
No. I'm saying people who believe in creation, like God created this, and this, say that because of the Bible and what they've been taught. That's all I'm saying.
Which is something
came
that was,
from a book.
What was written
created
by man.
Right.
That believe that they've seen something or were told something or.
Wait, again, back to your whole game of telephone. You know, the Bible is a big game of telephone.
Yeah, because the Bible we have now and that's online right now, if you look it up, has been translated.
Thousands of languages,
exactly.
Dude. It's just.
But regardless, like, the dinosaurs were here for 250 million years. That's something we can all agree upon.
I guess
Yeah.
so.
I
No,
believe
yeah,
dinosaurs,
yeah.
100%.
All right, they've only been gone.
There's also
I believe
They've only been gone.
creatures in the ocean.
They've only been gone 65 million years. The ones that are gone, right?
It's a long time.
Yeah, but they're still
But
peacocks.
they-
and
Where are you
shit.
going with this?
Those are dinosaurs.
They haven't been gone half the amount of time that they were here. So even if humans showed up day one, they still had at
humans only
least
been
2
here-
more times.
yeah, humans haven't been here
So-
long, is your
But,
point.
but why
They've
would
been
this
here
book
like
that
2%.
showed up out of nowhere be from some god who created the universe for us? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, that's what I have a problem with.
The biggest
Yeah.
question I asked myself and my Bible teacher in high school was, where in the Bible does it mention dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Where? And I'm not putting down the religion
But if they
or
were after
anything like that.
dinosaurs, then why would they mention them?
But if there was a guy that talked about him, that knew everything, why wouldn't he mention him?
Yeah, that's true.
To them, I don't know. You're right.
That's
Why
true.
would he created dinosaurs before human life? If he created everything, is what you're saying?
But we find so much stuff now. I feel like there should be something written. You know.
We're deep. We're deep right now.
Yeah, but it's good.
I actually,
We're fucking
I
deep.
have a friend that doesn't believe in dinosaurs. Dead ass.
Yeah, that's right.
That doesn't believe that dinosaurs ever existed.
So we're
Some
all,
people don't.
He thought that they were literally made up for. He says propaganda and capitalism.
Where is he
What,
at?
some
We're not gonna
museums
talk
can
about
make
this.
money?
He's not
shout
here.
out to.
Bring him here. Let me talk to him.
Yeah, no, I just. It's funny. He doesn't believe. He thinks that the fossils and all that shit were all made.
That's an even scarier thought, though. Could you imagine
For
what they're
propaganda.
hiding to put dinosaurs up there instead?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, could you imagine what was
Fucking
actually
monsters
there?
like Bigfoots and
yeah. Shout out to Dylan. Because
Cyclops.
He's the one. He's the one that doesn't believe in dinosaurs.
Cyclops or
So
what?
Thanks
were
for this
made? What? I
topic,
don't
buddy.
get it. I don't get it. What we're hiding? Cyclops? I don't know.
back to the government. I think there's a lot of stuff they're hiding.
Okay,
Point blank.
none of us are in the government.
Do we have dinosaurs living right now?
Get in the government.
what do you mean? Do we have dinosaurs living right now?
Alligators,
certain
crocodiles.
creatures?
Yes.
Oh
certain
yeah.
creatures.
Well, I mean, is it alligators or crocodiles that go back?
Think about an animal that can't die unless it either gets disease
Crocodiles.
or cannot eat enough to kill to sustain its life, like crocodiles, like alligators, right? They are like amphibians can't
They
die
can't
unless
die?
they get disease. They can't die. They don't die from old age. Is my point. Like, right? You guys know that, right?
I don't know
Certain
about that.
amphibians-
I have never heard such a
Search it
thing.
up. Search it up right now. There's animals out there like alligators.
how many deep
that
are you?
Can't die.
I believe you.
No,
That's just
no.
freaky as fuck
Search
because
it up.
that's like.
There's
But
animals
that-
on this earth that cannot die from old age. They die from either disease or they die from getting a
You talking about
predator.
like animals like turtles?
Turtles, like turtles.
Because
Yes,
there is
exactly.
turtles that are like
And
200
alligators
years old right now.
that cannot die
did
unless
know
they're
that.
either eaten, cannot eat enough to continue to grow, or get.
And here we
disease rate.
are. And here we are.
You
assuming-
searching them up because
As-
they made fun of me just now.
So-
It's 100%.
I was not making. No, I believe
So
you.
for the-
That's just freaky
for
as
For the
fuck.
for the listeners, because this is a good topic to ask for feedback on. In the comments, DM us. Tell us what you think about this. All right, go ahead.
Think about what?
Go for it.
Just the whole, just dinosaurs. Where are they from? Where are they at?
All we're gonna get back is, wow, you guys are a bunch of assholes. I'm never listening again. Except that one person. We got that one person hooked. I know we do.
Hey, mom.
I just spilled my beer all over me.
He's drunk, dude. There's 7 animals that do not die to old age.
Okay, we'll read them out.
What are they?
I'm still searching. A backward aging jellyfish.
A backwards, like a Benjamin Button jellyfish?
An ever-growing lobster.
An
There's
ever-growing lobster.
Sturdy turtles.
Sturdy turtles?
Regenerating flatworms.
That sounds like a sex position.
Tough whales do not die from old age. Bacteria.
What about starfish?
There's
Patrick's
lots on
out
here.
there
But I mean,
somewhere.
obviously, as time goes on, they learn more and more about it. So I can't search it because there's
No, but
Endless
turtles were
don't
on there. A certain kind of turtle was
a
on
certain
there.
kind of turtle was on there, and I believe I
sturdy
think
turtle.
Sturdy turtle.
alligators used to be on there.
Not a loose
That'd be
turtle.
like they die, they continue to grow. That's why they find alligators or crocodiles that are like, fucking just a huge amount of feet long and a certain amount of weight, and they die from starvation or getting eaten or disease.
Well, once you get that big, you got to be eating a lot to keep up. You know what I'm saying?
That's my point.
I would assume anyway. Yeah.
Boy, 9-round trainer.
What else we got?
Well, boys, I don't know. What else do we got? Anybody got anything to add?
Yeah, dude, I got a lot to add, man.
All right, well, spit it out.
I was at work the other day, and I worked a double. Got back to work. It was fucking downpouring, dude. Downpouring. Ran into work, got soaked.
Was this day 1 or day 2 of downpour? Because we had 2 days of
Day
straight.
2. It was day 2. It was the second day. The first day I was already there. Second day, though, I went on break, came back like 2 hours later, and it was fucking downpouring. Got soaked coming to work. Long story short, I'm in work, it's downpouring, and every time I'm at work and it starts downpouring, my mind instantly goes to survival mode. It instantly goes to, like, these are the people I'm surviving with, okay? If tornadoes started busting out and hurricanes started busting out, these are the people I'm saving, okay? This is what we're doing.
How much faith do you have in them?
I have faith in myself. Fuck that. I don't know what would happen. I'm hopping in my fucking Honda Civic and I'm fifth gearing it to wherever I gotta go.
Christian's putting down. Here's your appetizer.
I'm stealing somebody's car. If a hurricane's coming and we're dying, I'm taking the heaviest vehicle outside and we're headed to wherever we're headed. Okay, we're living.
Here's your appetizer, but we gotta get boards on these windows. Stat.
Eat your food, but also help nail.
Well, here we go. We got 2 people now from the service industry, and I know Anthony will be interested to talk about this, but like. Eddie, you got any nightmare stories, either of you, about serving?
That's one right there. I'm scared about it. I'm about to die serving these people by
there
a
hurricane. You go. So don't forget to tip your server because they're worried about doomsday while they're giving you your appetizers. Don't forget about that.
I had my mustard lady. She fucking... It's my first night.
You have a mustard lady?
Well, no. She became my mustard lady. She...
Sounds
my
like
first night. She's like, honey...
Sexual.
It's like a sugar daddy, but woman version.
Yeah, exactly. No. Dude, no, seriously, at my place, though, they're all about that. They're all swingers. This one guy comes in and gives one of these...
All right.
We have this big bartender, and he comes in with his wife, and he gives him his fucking Apple Watch. Okay, because he wanted him to fuck his wife.
Okay.
I swear to God. Yeah, this is what happens in that place all the time. But no, that's not what mustard lady means.
Okay.
Apple Watch is for sex, dude.
Yeah, it happens. It's crazy. It's insane.
Like, my dick's not big, but I got an Apple Watch.
He was a big black man. That's what I'm saying. Like, I was trying to be politically correct about that, but he wanted her to get railed.
It was a Shaquille O'Neal
in front
type.
of him, probably.
So who's this mustard lady? I need to know this.
Oh, well, it's not, but no, it was my first night, and she's like, honey, can I get some mustard, please? So I'm like, no problem. I bring her over the mustard. She calls me back over. She goes, this is the worst mustard I have ever tasted. I am a mustard expert, and this is horrible. I swear to God. I'm like, man, we make the mustard homemade, and, maybe it's not to your liking, but, this is how we make the mustard.
Maybe it's different, but...
And she's like, no, you need to stop serving this. This is inedible, and I'm going to tell everyone about this. And I'm like, it's fucking mustard.
As soon as you walked away from the table, that bitch was on Yelp.
Did she tip you?
Sucks.
Did this woman...
Probably
bitch of an old lady.
Karen. Her name was definitely Karen.
Karen.
There's no way her name was not
Shout out to all
Karen.
the Karens out there.
Hello,
Like,
Karen, you mustard ladies.
Fucking stop.
Damn,
Stop on Yelp.
son.
Stop on the blog boards. Just because it's different doesn't mean that it's fucking
No,
disgusting.
but hold on. Does Yelp
You've never
work?
tried
Because I don't look at Yelp.
No, nobody does. I feel like older people do, but it's older people.
Older people.
And annoying people. Like...
People that have no lives.
Wait, like,
that are
let me see your manager people?
Oh, 100%.
Haircut
They
type
come
people.
in and they literally tell you they're Yelp people sometimes. They're Yelp elite.
I've never gotten it.
Oh, in
I've worked at a
Georgia
decent
all the
restaurant,
fucking
but-
time they come in and they're like, "Oh, I'm a Yelp leader."
Oh my
I'm like,
God. It's
I
down
don't
south
give a.
thing.
What are you talking about?
This is on the same
right
level as
now?
furry. It's furry.
It's dead ass.
It's the
dead ass,
furry
like,
of the
it's
restaurant
people,
world.
It's people that like watch the Food Network and think that they're Guy Fieri. Like,
Yes.
I'm gonna walk in here and they're gonna know I'm a Yelp. What did you say? A leader?
A leader.
Yeah.
I'm a Yelp. I'm a part of the Yelp elite. So if your mustard isn't top line,
I'm
you best
downgrading your
believe
Yelp review.
I'm gonna yell. I'm gonna yell on Yelp, all caps.
Here's my beef with Yelp. Somebody just posted a review for us. We don't carry regular liquor. We don't have Jack Daniels. We don't have Absolute. We don't have any regular
Really?
liquor. We do liquor from all around the world. We do street food from all around the world. So like we stick to that concept with
Okay.
alcohol.
So it's not like rail stuff. Like it's not like
No, it's just all unique stuff that you don't see. So somebody posted on Yelp and was like, I ordered a this and this, some kind of drink, and they're like, and he poured Jägermeister and Worcestershire sauce in it. We don't fucking have Jägermeister or Worcestershire sauce, okay? So I go and I try to report the thing, and the thing pops up and it says, why are you reporting this? I'm like, and it says,
false.
It's false, exactly.
Yeah.
So I press it, and it comes up and it goes, Yelp does not take sides in factual disputes.
Then what is Yelp for?
Exactly.
What's the
not
false
factual.
button for?
It's not factual then.
What is the false button there for
Yelp,
if it doesn't
reach
do
out
that?
to us. Talk to me.
That's
real.
But do not sponsor us.
Fuck you, Yelp. But
That's one thing I've always wished like I got into was like serving. Like it just
it
seems,
will teach you
Yeah,
a lot about
it's-
people,
it's-
human interaction, like any sales.
See,
that's
the
what
same
does.
thing
It
when
will-
I became a cashier, I always used to be really, really shy. And being a cashier forced me out of that
yeah,
bubble.
Of course.
Yeah,
Like, same thing.
being a gym trainer helped me out a lot about.
I was
you know,
never shy. I just
having to
people.
yell and stuff like that. Like I can't be like, all right, everybody do jumping jacks. You know what I mean? Like I gotta be
people like
loud,
that.
you know,
Yeah.
and that has
You
tremendously helped
gotta
me out.
take control,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's helped
especially
me
if
out
they're looking at
tremendously.
you for a sense of guidance.
Exactly. Like if I don't yell something out loud enough, they're like, "What do I do?" You know what I mean? And now I gotta be like, you do this." You know what I mean? When I first started, I remember being like really timid about it. Like I'd have people go through the workout and I'd yell out like, you know, like not soft workouts, but like jumping jacks or like toe touches or something like that, right? But like as time's gone on, I've been there for quite a while now. It's like, all right, we're doing push-ups. All right, we're doing burpees. You know what I mean? Like, but at first I'm like, man, first of all, I want these people to like me. Second of all, I don't want to hurt anybody. But like now, like, you know, you just kind of grow into like whatever you're doing, and like, but it took me a little bit to be like, you know, hard ass on these people. You know what I mean? But I feel like that's the same thing with serving. Like, I feel like if you're kind of like bitch made about serving, like you're not gonna be a
We
good
only
server.
care about making money at the end of the day.
Yeah,
sure.
I don't
Yeah,
care
no,
if
yeah.
you love people. It doesn't matter. You care about making your money, and it's just like
Yeah, sure. But I'm saying
You
if
get
you're
into
not,
routine.
but if you're not like a hard ass about it, like,
yeah.
you know, you're not really.
You
gonna
get
go
that
for it.
hard skin where it's
You know
like,
what I mean?
whatever what everybody says. Man, everybody has an opinion. Whatever.
Yeah.
You don't
And
really know.
opinions are like what? Does anybody know?
Assholes.
Assholes. Everybody's
has
got
one.
one.
And they're all full of shit.
There you go. I feel like that's a good note to end
You
on,
shit
boys.
twice
I don't
a day,
know
dude, whatever.
how long we've been going.
We're at an hour and 21 minutes.
An hour and 21 minutes. We can go for a little longer, but if anybody's got anything, I don't want to interrupt anybody, but anybody got anything?
I got nothing.
All right, well, I guess we'll end with that. This is another episode of Drinking with Friends. We appreciate you listening if you stuck around to the end. If you have, tell your friends. Share us on Facebook, Instagram, whatever you'd like. We'll be posting episodes as often as we can. And that's really it. That's all we got. So cheers to that.
All right.
All right.
All right, boys. Have a good week, everybody. Bye.